Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's 3:35 in the morning. I don't know what to post. All the stuff I want to do. I don't have the energy to do right now. But today we just going apparently it's the worst top 50 NBA players list ever. I'm here with my good brother Low. Even though he don't know me. But I'm here with the good brother Low. And we finna get into it. If I had to pick one person to go into a debate with on anything, I'm picking Low. Low. I love you, Low. Shout outs to Low, man. Let's get into it.
Be canceled NBA crew sat down and gave us their top 50 list. Shaq, Kenny, and Chuck, and I do believe, and I'm so sincere when I say this, I do believe it is some of the worst selections I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. And even though we don't have all 50
all the former NBA players, by the way.
players, because they're going to release their top 20, I believe, like the day before the season actually begins. We do have enough to make a video out of it, and trust me when I say you will be shocked and surprised by the players that are on these top 50 lists. It's actually ridiculous. First, we have Kenny's list, and the reason why I want to do Kenny's first is because I actually do believe he probably has the best list out of all three of the ex-NBA players, and also his explanation makes the most sense, and it is fairly consistent with a lot of his selections. As his criteria is centered around the idea of how you can affect the game in 6 different categories: scoring, rebound, assists, and then you have leadership, defense, and also pace, which is very consistent on scoring, rebound, assists, and then you have leadership, defense, and also pace, which is very consistent on how Kenny has spoke about players for the last like 10 to 15 years. I vividly remember on an open court episode how he spoke specifically, like very almost like word for word, bar for bar, about the 6 categories and how you can impact the game of basketball. So that has been Kenny's MO, but let's see if it's actually consistent throughout his top 50. Coming in at number 50, we have Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland, Brandon Ingram, Pascal Siakam, DeMar DeRozan, Zion Williamson, and then Jaren Jackson Jr. A couple things that already don't make any sense. Zion being this low on the list to me is just ridiculous, especially when you take into consideration the 6 categories that he is referencing to. Maybe leadership and defense is where Zion lacks in, but every other aspect of basketball, like how he's gauging players, he excels in, especially in contrast to a lot of other players that is in this subsection. Russell Westbrook is also a very interesting selection.
I mean, I feel Zion being this low. But yeah, I feel Zion being that low because Zion doesn't play as much. So
Especially because I know that on this list, he doesn't have Rudy Gobert, Franz Wagner, Herb Jones. Like, there is a handful of players who are just better than Russ. Like, we're in big 2024, and Russell Westbrook is not a top 50 player in the NBA. I think a lot of people still hold his name in high regard just because of what he did in previous years. But with that being said, the rest of the names aren't that crazy. I would have Pascal Siakam a little bit higher, same with Triple J. But so far, I'm not really mad with a lot of these names or where they fall so far. In the next section, he has Larry Markkinen, Evan Mobley, Jamal Murray, which is crazy. But then Chet Holmgren, Julius Randle, Scotty Barnes, Tyrese Halliburton, LaMelo.
I thought top 25, top 25, top 30, top 20, top right now looking like top 10. Nah, like 15. Same tier. I feel like these three are on the same tier, like top 15, top 17, top 20, bare minimum.
Ball. Trae Young at 31 is nuts to me. And then Kyrie Irving at 30. I think Trae Young has quickly, and I do mean quickly, become one of the most disrespected players in the NBA. It doesn't matter if it's players, the fan base, referees, now analysts and ex-players. It doesn't really matter. Bro, the things that Trae Young does on the floor is ridiculous. And the fact that
people will be discrediting Trae Young and be quick to hate on him like this nigga's not. He's average. He's averages. He's a cool little, like, I want to say 25 and 10. Nigga plays on the Hawks. I don't know what y'all want bro to do. Like, he's a career 25 and 9 right tonight. He's having 21 and 12. Last season he averaged 25 and 10. Yeah, he's fucking 25 and 10, 26 and 10, 28. And when his scoring goes up, his assist rate drops a little bit because he has to put the ball in the basket more. And he's fairly efficient. 43% from the field, 35% from 3. I mean, yeah, he's fairly efficient. 87% from the line. And we know he got the splat, you know what I'm saying? You know he can drop it from deep.
I can look ahead and you're telling me that you have Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns ahead of Trae Young is crazy to me.
It's the team. It's just the team.
Because based off of your own logic about who impacts the game more, Trae Young undeniably fits the bill way more. Trae Young is a better scorer, better passer, better leader in my opinion as well, and his ability to control pace is way
Cat's not the leader of his team.
More than when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns. But even if you want to sit here and say, oh, he's not that much of a leader because he gets so many coaches fired, fine. But I definitely don't think you believe that Karl Anthony Towns is this great leader, especially because while he was leading the Minnesota Timberwolves, they couldn't make the playoffs at all. Like, they genuinely couldn't do it. And neither one of them are a great defender. So based off of your own logic, Trae Young impacts the game in more ways than Karl Anthony Towns.
I feel like
that's
Trae gets a decent amount. Let me go back. I feel like Trae is like he could average a tad bit more steals. He averages a steal. I mean, small guard shit, just deficiencies. The nigga's what, 6'1"? Yeah, he's a 6'1" point guard in the NBA that can shoot from far, has a great float game, and can pass. So I don't know what y'all really want.
Also, Tyrese Halliburton being this low to me is kind of crazy. Maybe you're not too high on what he was looking like in the first half of the year before he got injured, but I think that right there was a large enough sample size to at least put him in the top 30. Below 30 is crazy, and once more, I don't know how he's not higher than Karl Anthony Towns, because if you don't believe that Trae Young is a great leader, I would assume you think Tyrese Halliburton is at least one, which means that all of the attributes that I just gave to Trae, I would also give to Tyrese Halliburton, and again, all of which are better than Karl Anthony Towns. So that doesn't make any sense at all. But going on to the next 10, we have Bam Adebayo, Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, Domantas Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, Drew Holiday, and Paolo Banchero. First and foremost, shout out to the Paolo Banchero love, because I highly, highly doubt, and I mean so serious, I highly doubt Shaq or Chuck know where to properly put Paolo. In terms of everyone else, I can somewhat see where these players align. However, if you are projecting what this upcoming season is going to look like, in particular for Paul George, there's just no way you can have Paul George this high up. But in terms of Kenny's list, it's not that bad so far. Most of these players I would have relatively in the same ballpark. But Shaq and Chucks, they really push the bounds to just ignorant levels. I don't even know who to do first, because that's how bad they are. Let me go to Shaq first. When it comes to Shaq, his criteria,
I think Kenny's list was actually fairly comp, and I think it was this was minor. This is before the season started, so for preseason rankings, I feel it, because Reese had the he was balling and then he had the injury and his production kind of went down, and people now have been questioning his shot creation and his decision making a little bit. Well, mainly his shot creation, but I don't think that was that bad. That egregious of a list. He had the right names.
Have to be a winner. That's it. That's it. You have to win at that level. So Shaq's 50. We have Dante DiVincenzo.
Okay, Dante DiVincenzo 50 is crazy. Continue.
James Harden, DeJounte Murray, Scotty Barnes, Aaron Gordon, Klay Thompson, and Big 2024 on a top 50 list. What are we doing? Klay Thompson being better than James Harden, DeJounte Murray, and Scotty Barnes. Are you dumb? But hey man, he's won at that level, even though it's been like 2 years ago. And when he won at that level, he was riding on the coattails, just riding on that motherfucker, riding on the coattails of Steph Curry, Wiggins, Draymond, bro. Like Klay being on this list is crazy, but he's won at that level, right? He's won that level, right? Right after that, you have DeMar DeRozan, who has not won at that.
He won 3 chips in a 4-year span from 2015 to 17. Won again in 22 off a Steph Curry carry job, and it's 2024. He's still top 50, and I love Klay. But nah, again. So you're telling me Klay in 2024 and Cade Cunningham are on the same level? No.
That level. Shout out to Shaq though for putting Franz Wagner.
Oh wait, no, Cade's higher. I'm assuming. But Dante being on here is crazy work
on a top 50 list, because Franz is a top 50 player. After that, he has Domantas Sabonis, which I think even as someone who's not high on Domantas, that's pretty crazy. Jalen Green. Shout out to Shaq for putting Jalen Green on a top 50 list. Wow, that's surprising actually. And then number 40, you have Kristaps Porzingis. Wow, some positives, but the Klay Thompson name is just ridiculous. Klay Thompson is not a top 50 player in today's league. He's not the same defender that he once was before, not even close. He's never been a great passer, very mid as a on-ball creator. creator and has gotten worse over the years, obviously dealing with injuries. Even his three-point shooting hasn't been as impactful as it was in prior years. Effectively, Klay Thompson is a volume three-point shooter who may have stretches where he is wildly inconsistent, and there are several of those players that fit that mold in today's league, while also giving you better defense, such as Herb Jones or Trey Murphy, or better ball handling abilities, better passing and playmaking. Like there's so many other
Pelicans have some very good 3-and-D guys. I'm a big Brandon Ingram fan, by the way.
Aspects of basketball that a lot of other players could fill that void in today's game. Like Klay Thompson and who he is as a player is just crazy to have him in the top 50. But nevertheless, moving on, after Kristaps Porzingis, you have Tyrese Maxey at 39, and then you have Tyler Hero above Tyrese Maxey. What in the fuck are we talking?
Mind you, this is before the season started, so everything that Hero been doing didn't happen yet. It don't count. So this was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this was crazy because I'm pretty sure Hero couldn't stay healthy before this season. Like, this season's averaging 24 on 50, 40, 87. But I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, before now, 40 games, 67, healthy. But the season before that, he played 42 games. So, and then he was averaging 20. He won 6 Man of the Year. I didn't even know that. But, yeah, he was good. He just wasn't like. He just wasn't like so much of a standout player that you could put him over Tyrese Maxey, who was averaging a lot actually last season. He was averaging 25 and 1 MIP, 8, 17, 20 to 25. Last year was when he took that superstar leap and he had to step up. And I love the Tyrese Maxey love. Philly's doctors are also terrorists. They suck. Their medical staff is terrible.
Nigga, no. Oh my God. Nigga. What talking about? Nigga, no. Oh.
That's a funny ass soundbite. Nigga, no.
Oh my God. Nigga. What the fuck is that? Yo, what? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know how to even break that down. Bro, Tyler Hero's not better than Tyrese Maxey. What are you talking about? And you can't even use the excuse of like, oh, he's won at that level. He's going.
I feel like even if you include what he did this season, like now, I still don't think Hero would be better than Maxey. It's a debate, but I wouldn't say so.
On to the finals. He's had postseason success. Bro, Tyler Hero's never healthy when they make it deep in the playoffs. So what are we talking about? After that, he has Sengun. Good call from Shaq. I'm surprised he put Sengun on here. Pascal Siakam, Triple J, Drew Holiday, LaMelo Ball, De'Aaron Fox, and Victor Wembanyama next to Bradley Beal. Bro, whoa. What in the fuck?
Wemby is worse than Bradley Beal is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Wemby is not worse than B. Beal.
What are we doing, bro?
You can't even say only 2024. Bro, that was his only season he played. No. Bradley Beal in 2024? Nigga that can't stay healthy? Come on, bro.
What are we doing? That might actually be worse. You think that Bradley Beal is better than Victor Wembanyama? Nigga, what? What? Man, I'm looking at the rest of this list, bro. That's some bullshit. Bro, Bradley Beal in big 2024 being better than Victor Wembanyama, who finished the season last year genuinely, in the last like 20 or 30 games in the season last year, he was the best defender in the NBA. The best. If you're projecting what these players are going to do.
He was averaging like, what, 3 blocks last season?
In this upcoming season, you're talking about Wemby not being better than third option Bradley Beal when Bradley Beal was struggling to do that in Phoenix? Fuck out of here. I'm gonna keep it all the way a beam with you. By the end of this year, Victor Wembanyama is going to be better than Bradley Beal has ever been at any point in his career. By the end of this year, Vic is going to average 23 on the low end to 25 points. He's going to be the best defender in the NBA. He might be able to leverage his scoring ability.
Best defender, yeah, I can see it. I don't know if it's guaranteed, but I can see him being up there for he's one of the best defenders, one of the better defenders, yeah.
Into passing and playmaking better than Bradley Beal has ever been able to do at any point in his career, while also being a better rebounder as well.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension that
After Bradley Beal, we have Kawhi Leonard, Jamal Murray, Zion Williamson.
Kawhi Leonard. In 2024, this nigga don't like basketball.
Paolo Banchero, Julius Randle, Karl Anthony Towns, Trae Young, John Morant, and Jimmy Butler. Wow, actually, I'm impressed. I am impressed. The John Morant and Trae Young placement makes a lot of sense. I'm actually very surprised with some of these names when it comes to Shaq. Karl Anthony Towns, I don't think that he's this high. I think a lot of people got high on him.
Again, this is before the season, so everything that got done, the big bodega, is not a thing yet.
Based on their ability to make it to the conference finals last year. And I love Towns, but I think that team, the way it was formatted, really masked a lot of the flaws when it comes to Towns, in particular defense. I think a lot of people do not recognize and give enough credit to Rudy Gobert for making up a lot of what Towns' inabilities or what he wasn't able to do, because
Rudy Gobert so overhated, bro. Oh my God, bro. Leave Rudy alone. Rudy's actually a great anchor defender. He really does raise the floor on defense for a lot of teams.
A lot of players had Towns on them and they just wouldn't.
But that's not kind of a conversation we're ready to have yet.
Get by him, not because Towns was this great defender, but because they knew that even if they got by him, then Rudy Gobert would be at the basket. So Towns, we'll see what he looks like when he.
That knowing that Rudy was there. Actually, I feel like what looking at people want to drive more because Rudy just has a target on his back.
He's having to be backline help and he's not fouling out all the time. And everyone else, pretty good selection. I'm actually fairly surprised with some of the names that Shaq was able to pull out. But finally, we have Charles Barkley's list. Charles Barkley's explanation, his criteria is, you cannot be a great player if you can't win a game multiple ways. Which is fair. I think that's fair. Barkley has CJ McCollum number.
You don't understand the urge for me to just stop recording at this moment in time.
50. OG Anunoby 49. Isaiah Hartenstein 48. Bradley Beal 47. Trae Young 46. Let me repeat that again. Isaiah Hartenstein 48. Trae Young 46. Isaiah Hartenstein 48.
Bro, this not even a dig on Hartenstein. Hartenstein's a great player. But why is Trae so low? What the fuck? Why is Trae so low?
Trae Young 2 spots ahead. It somehow gets worse. Marcus Smart 45.
Marcus Smart's better than Trae Young. Chuck, what are we talking about? Chuck.
Miles Turner 44. Donovan Mitchell 43.
Why is D Mitch so low?
Tyler Hero at 42. There are not one, but two individuals who made a list putting Tyler Hero above players that are exponentially better than him. You cannot be serious, bro. Donovan Mitchell, in all respects, Donovan Mitchell is a top 20 player. You said you have to win games in multiple ways. Donovan Mitchell's a better scorer than Tyler Hero. Donovan Mitchell's a better passer than Tyler Hero. Donovan Mitchell just controls the game more ways than Tyler Hero does. And then
Tyler Hero's on that catch and shoot 3 shit. Well, not really. Somewhat. But D Mitch just get buckets, bro. Oh my God.
And after that, you put Naz Reid and Derek White. These are names.
These are the most system players I've ever seen. No, not even system players. They're really, really great role players. They're really good at what they do. But they're not number one options to me. Naz Reid could be.
Right above Donovan Mitchell. I'm so serious when I say I don't think I've ever in my life seen such a bad placement with a player. I don't think I've ever seen it. The placement is so crazy. You would have thought that D Mitch averaged like 18 points last year. If you just compare stats to some of the players that we just talked about, bro, last year, Donovan Mitchell averaged 26, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 46, 37, 86 shooting split. In the second round of the 3 games in which he matched up against the team that were going to win a championship, Donovan Mitchell averaged 32, 6, and 5. Shooting 51% from the field, 53% from behind the arc, 78% from the charity stripe. You're telling me...
I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he did that. My fault. D Mitchell wasn't familiar with the game. Nigga was averaging, what, 32 points? My fault. On 50-50? 51-53? 78 from the line? With still a steal? 5 assists and 6 rebounds? My fault, D Mitch. I wasn't familiar with the game, bro. My fault. I apologize.
53% from behind the arc, 78% from the charity stripe. You're telling me Tyler Hero is better than him? Like
Hell
I said,
no.
after Donovan Mitchell, it is Tyler Hero, Nas Reed,
Damn, this shit bright as fuck.
Derek White, Karl Anthony Towns, Julius Randle,
Julius Foulius is better than D Mitch. What are we doing? It's like now you're getting something. He's like a tier, like level ahead and better than D Mitch. This is sad.
Foulius over Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard over Donovan Mitchell
In 2024?
Brandon Ingram, Drew
In 2024, we're taking Dame over D Mitch. Stop.
Holiday, Zion, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Paul George. I just thought about this. Damian Lillard was not on neither one of Shaq's and Kenny's list, so they believe that he's a top 20 player I guess at best. I'm pretty sure they do. I hope that Dame gets back at that level, but I do think there's quite a bit of understanding to have him outside of the top 20. Having him 37 is ridiculous. Aaron Gordon over Zion, bro. That just dawned on me. What the fuck? Aaron Gordon is, what in the fuck? He believes that Aaron Gordon is the second best player on the Nuggets? Bro.
Consistently, yes. Inconsistently, no. Well, yeah. I say consistently Aaron Gordon is better than Jamal Murray, but peak for peak, no. And Aaron Gordon is one of my favorite players of all time. That 2016 dunk contest was peak for me. But anyways, I feel it because Zion ain't been playing.
Oh, what in the fuck?
But peak for peak. Nah, bro, I don't think so.
Hey!
Bro, at one point, this nigga Zion was averaging like 27 points on like 60%. Yo, like he's a career 60% from the field. Where he at? What's his best shooting season? Field goal. Niggas average 27 on 60%. I don't know what y'all want bro to do. This is his lowest shooting. He's shooting 45. He's career. All his seasons are above 50 or 57 and above. He averaged 20. His highest scoring season was 27 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, about a steal and half a block a game on 60% from the field. What are we doing?
That shit like crack. My nigga, I just said the names. It didn't really dawn on me what I was saying. This nigga said Aaron.
Yo, stop. Aaron Gordon's good, bro. Stop.
This man said Aaron Gordon is better than Jamal Murray, Zion Williamson, Drew Holiday, Donovan Mitchell, and Trae Young.
It depends. Like, what are we going off of? Like, I get his criteria, but like, if we're thinking second option, third option on the same, so the third option better than the second option on the same team. Who's better than the first option on his team? Who's better than a lockdown defensive point guard on his team? But he's like a third option at best. Who's the third option on the Celtics? Drew Tingus or D White? Somebody tell me. I don't know what they start looking like. God damn.
And he's not just better than them. He thinks that Aaron Gordon is 11 spots higher than Donovan Mitchell. Nah, this might be the worst list. This might genuinely be the worst list I have ever seen in my life. This is crazy. Paul George, 31. Tyrese Maxey, 30. Maxey is better than PG. I don't think Maxey's this low, though, but Tyrese Maxey, 30. Maxey is better than PG. I don't think Maxey's this low, though, but Maxey, yes. Triple J over Maxey is crazy. DeMar DeRozan. How is DeMar DeRozan better than Tyrese Maxey?
Bro, I love DeMar, but this shit is out of control. I'm not gonna lie to you. This shit out of control. Why the fuck? Bro, it's DeMar DeRozan in 2024, bro. I just want to see this thing get a chip. This shit is fucking crazy, bro. This shit is wild.
How is DeMar DeRozan better than Donovan Mitchell? How is DeMar DeRozan better than Trae Young in 2024? This nigga has Jalen Brunson 26. No.
Whoa.
This nigga has Jalen Brunson 26. No. No. This is the worst list I have ever seen in my life. This nigga thinks Domantas Sabonis is better than Jalen Brunson. This man thinks that the Sacramento Kings have 3 top 30 players in the NBA. After Brunson, it's Tyrese.
Wait.
3 tops is better than Jalen Brunson. This man thinks that the Sacramento Kings have 3 top 30 players in the NBA. After Brunson, it's Tyrese Halliburton, Jimmy Butler, Porzingis, Victor Wembanyama, Domantas Sabonis. Sidebar, no Jaylen Brown. So all 3 of them believe that Jaylen Brown's a top 20 player. All 3 of them. All 3 of them believe that Jaylen Brown is a top 20 player. All
winning bias.
2 of them believes that Jaylen Brown isn't just better, he is clearly better from the likes of Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Jalen Brunson. Clearly better. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. At the end of the day, yo, lists are subjective, but at some point it gotta make some sense, and this don't make no sense at all. There's no way that you could put Aaron Gordon that high. This genuinely might be the worst list I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Bae, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you are wondering where do I rank some of these players in the NBA, I actually made a top 25 list on my other channel. I'll put that on the screen, so check it out. And as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Peace.
I'm gonna go watch this on my own time, but let me know what y'all think. More content coming. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I just want to go to bed. I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all, bro. Peace. I'll go, bro.